Discover prime land deals, transform teardowns, and navigate upzoning with expert strategies.
Those are probably unlikely to work. But look at teardowns. Oftentimes you're going to find houses being listed that are teardowns and the house itself isn't worth much, but the underlying land can be worth a lot. Those are prime buy right splits or upzoning opportunities to generate more yield out of that piece of land. So let's look at costs for upzoning. Again, you're going to need to pay a surveyor. You're going to need to pay a land. We use a land use attorney. You can certainly do all this stuff yourself, but we like to pay a land use attorney to put together our upzoning applications, go back and forth with the county, meet with planning staff, meet with neighbors, etc., etc. They do a lot of the heavy lifting for us, and it saves me just an unbelievable amount of time. So you're going to need to pay a land use attorney. You're going to need to pay for an architect to create some preliminary plans and renderings, because anytime you're upzoning something, chances are you need to submit to your county what it is you want to do on this land, what it is you plan, at least like roughly what it's going to look like. I want to take this piece of land and break it up into 3 lots where we're going to build 3 duplexes. I want to entitle these 3 new lots for 3 duplexes. This is the site plan of where the duplexes will be positioned on the lot, setbacks. This is where my parking, trash is. These are the rough finishes that we're going to have. This is roughly what the exterior of them is going to look like. Again, every county will have different submission requirements of what they want to see and the level of detail that they want to see in order to give you permission to upzone a piece of land. Unless you're just doing a blanket rezoning. Blanket rezoning is one where you say, right now this is a single family lot and I can build 1 single family house on it. I want to rezone it to a denser zoning and be able to do anything that that dense zoning allows by right after that. So again, what you can and cannot do will depend on your local county. And by the way, before we go to step 2, this is important. When you're putting land under contract, you need to always negotiate a due diligence period long enough for you to find all the so-called landmines with this piece of property. And there can be a lot of landmines that are going to come back and bite you in the ass if you close on a deal without identifying them. Issues like easements, bad soil, missing utility connections. Let's talk about some ideas. One idea is to get seller financing. Get the seller to seller finance the land for the short term until you can record the subdivision and sell the lots. When you're, in this case, seller financing shouldn't really be for more than 4-6 months, because you don't close on the land until your zoning is approved. Then seller financing takes effect, and then you record, sell the lots, pay off your seller note. All right, hopefully that makes sense.